Right now at noon, seniors in Jasper County could save on some extra money thanks to a new tax program.
And take a look at this fog associated with that dense fog advisories. There's even still some winter weather advisories. Take a look at that forecast coming up.
Plus, President Trump's stunning new proposal regarding the future of Gaza is being met with major pushback.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, Jasper County seniors could save money on their property tax thanks to a new program. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Elise Snowy. The application for a senior tax freeze has opened and is available through the county collector's office. Anyone age 62 or older who owns their home can apply. Now, if approved, it will freeze qualified seniors' property taxes at the 2024 rate, meaning they won't increase in future years. State lawmakers passed the program in 2023, but Jasper County is one of just a handful of counties taking part.
That's significant considering 2025 is a reassessment year. So your values should go up under reassessment, but you're going to be paying based upon the 2024 tax amount.
The application window closes on May 31st. You can learn more about how to apply for the property tax freeze on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Some experts in Joplin are offering free tax preparation for individuals and families making $67,000 per year or less. Now, they're part of the federal program called VITA, or Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, and it's run by qualified volunteers with expertise in tax services. Now, for local volunteers, it's more than just filing taxes. It's a chance to give back to the community. Now, let's head over to Chris Warner for a look at the forecast.
Well, we're going to look at what we can see, which isn't much across parts of the area. That fog we talked about sticking around, it is continuing to do so. It's a live look downtown Pittsburgh. You can see the fog, 32nd in range line. You can't really see off into the distance here too far because of, well, you guessed it, the fog. We still have winter weather advisories for Coffee and Anderson counties. These will continue through 3 o'clock. Same reason as this morning for the possibility of maybe a glaze of ice on elevated surfaces and bridges and overpasses. Here's a look at the visibilities, and in this central core is where it's the densest, from 69 and 49. Just run, a few miles either side of that. We've got a number of locations with under a mile of visibility, thankfully not zero. And as such, we now have dense fog advisories through 3 o'clock for some of these and others until noon today. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Remember, low beams, not your high beams. And slow down out there. Showers, again, it's what the radar can actually pick up, whatever the radar beam can bounce off of. Had some heavier showers in Newton County earlier. Those have moved on out of here. Started yesterday at 38, made it to 42, so we started warmer than normal and made it cooler than normal. 41 in Joplin, 36 in Pittsburgh, and temperatures right now, again, cooler off to the northwest, mid-upper 30s. You head a little further south and we get low mid-40s. We even got 50 in Bella Vista. Temperatures just going to hover again through the rest of the evening before they start going up as we go overnight tonight, with those scattered showers continuing. We'll have another full look at your forecast here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, Chris, thanks. Well, authorities are waiting to see if recently found human remains in Ottawa County can be identified. A man and a woman found the remains near a lagoon north of Commerce, Oklahoma on Friday. The Quapaw Nation Marshal Service is leading the investigation with the assistance of the Oklahoma Medical Examiner's Office, who collected the remains. They're currently analyzing the remains and hope to identify them. Due to several open missing persons cases, several folks had reached out to Lorraine Bible, who assured folks that they are not the remains of the missing Welch girls, one of which is her daughter. The missing Welch girls cold case has captivated 4-staters for 25 years. Laura Bible had spent the night with her best friend Ashley Freeman on December 29, 1999. The girls disappeared that night, and Ashley's parents were both found murdered and their home burnt to the ground. After more than 15 years, investigators eventually zeroed in on 3 suspects: Phil Welch, David Pennington, and Ronnie Busick. Busick, the only one still alive, eventually pled guilty to accessory to murder in 2020. Laura Bible's mother, Lorraine, believes witnesses kept silent for so long out of fear.
But yeah, those ladies, they lived in fear every day of their life when they were with them. And even after that, when he passed away, it's the only time they actually said that they could take a deep breath. and then have to look over their shoulder every day.
Welch, Pennington, and Busick weren't the first suspects in the missing Welch girls cold case. You can watch both the first two parts of KOAM Tanya Bach's special report, Missing Still, on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. President Trump's stunning new proposal regarding the future of Gaza is being met with major pushback. In a news conference Tuesday, Trump proposed the United States take ownership of the territory and would involve relocating roughly 2 million Palestinians who live there. Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
Amid the devastation in Gaza, Palestinians dismissed President Trump's plan to take over the war-torn territory. This man says we are staying to our last breath. President Trump's comments came during a joint news conference with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, saying Gaza could be a Riviera of the Middle East.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area.
President Trump has suggested Egypt and Jordan take in the roughly 2 million Palestinians who would be displaced, a proposal both nations rejected. And there's new opposition to the president's latest proposal.
It's not seen as serious.
Brian Koutulis of the Middle East Institute recently returned from the region.
It's not an actual plan to actually resolve these issues. And if anything, it'll make America less relevant in the reshaping of the region that's already going on.
President Trump's national security advisor, Mike Waltz, said other realistic solutions haven't been offered.
He puts some very bold, fresh, new ideas out on the table. I don't think should be criticized in any way. I think it's going to bring the entire region to come with their own solutions. If they don't like Mr. Trump's solutions.
The comments come at a delicate time while negotiations are underway to implement the second phase of the hostage release ceasefire deal with Hamas. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Now, when asked who would live in the rebuilt Gaza, Trump said he envisions people from all over the world, including Palestinians, living there. And coming up, visitors to the senior center in Miami can look forward to some upgrades. And later, we're making unstuffed, stuffed cheesy pork chops in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. The Miami Senior Center is making some big improvements to make the space better for its members. KOAM's Melissa Alexis spoke to some people who frequent the center.
Start having more activities.
Jerry Ransom is a longtime member of the Miami Senior Center.
The treadmills, and I play canasta and I play train dominoes, and my husband plays pool out here.
And Bonnie Tullis also frequents the Senior Center.
I like to play bridge. I also play canasta with this lady.
And they're looking forward to all the upgrades at the Senior Center. The Senior Center will have a fresh coat of paint, upgraded furniture, and more. One of the big projects they're working on is installing a kitchen for the seniors to use.
A kitchen, that'll be really nice. Gwen said that she cooks for the pool players, and I guess we can all bring something, and we can have it up here too.
Food, if we want to have like a game night, you know, people come and watch football games and have snacks or cook meals, or have like a bean dinner or chili supper.
The Senior Center's original board was dissolved, and the city of Miami stepped in as the new owner, and they're hard at work making the Senior Center the best it can be.
The TVs have been mounted. I know the roof has already been repaired, so some of those other things have already been done, but the kitchen is in process now.
And the mayor says they want to make it a place the seniors love, so they plan to continue making upgrades in the future.
Now it's a city facility, we want to keep it growing, we want to keep it fresh, and we want it to continue to be a place our seniors want to come.
Reporting in Miami, Melissa Alexis, KOAM News.
The center is open every weekday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and membership costs $25 per year. Well, the group Carthage Parents Ask Teachers held a cute and crafty event at Hatcher's Coffee House yesterday. The smallest kiddos up to pre-K could bring their parents in for a Valentine's Day craft session.
Make a little space for kids to create with their parents, and they get to leave the mess with us. and have a cup of coffee and hopefully meet other parents. I just feel like it's a great connection for kids to meet other kids and parents to connect with other parents and also with each other.
You're pretty sure these parents have a good idea of who their Valentine will be this year. And still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
Looking for a budget-friendly way to keep your grocery bill in check without looking like you're cutting back? We've got it, and boy, is it tasty.
And we've got continuing rain chances, and we also have to deal with that fog. We'll have a look at your forecast when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM News at noon. I'd say we can take a look outside, but you can't see very well outside, and that's because that fog from this morning sticking around, as we said, and it could actually even hang around through 6, 7 o'clock this evening, and we now have dense fog advisories, so let's try and take a look outside if we can. You can still see a little bit. In fact, I think the fog's a little denser now than when we started the show in downtown Pittsburgh. So here's a look at the Skywatch Storm Tracker. Of course, we are cloudy. We had some heavier showers down in Newton County earlier. Those have now moved out of our area, and there's not much left of them. Now it's just south of Springfield. Outside of that, not anything overly heavy in terms of rainfall, at least not detectable by radar. But nonetheless, we're still getting plenty of drizzle, plenty of fog, plenty of just blah out there. We still have the winter weather advisories. Coffee and Anderson counties, those will run through 3 o'clock today, and that is for, again, just that glaze of ice that's going to be possible. The precipitation that's falling is still in liquid form, but it could lead to some concerns. It's causing serious travel concerns, or more significant ones, up along the I-70 corridor and just north of here, so thankfully we aren't seeing those same issues here. We are seeing the fog. Now, for Cherokee County and into southwest Missouri, I was incorrect. These expire at 1 o'clock. So we got about 44 more minutes. And then in northeastern Oklahoma into Arkansas, those dense fog advisories will run through 2 o'clock. And here's why. Take a look. We have a number of communities, especially along the 69-49 corridors, that are below 1 mile of visibility. But of course, it's not just there. The entire region dealing with this dense fog out there. So wherever you're traveling, slow down. Low beams, not your high beams. You still need to have your lights on. I know it's daylight outside, but in the fog, you still have to have your lights on so that other vehicles can see you, okay? So make sure you're doing that. Again, low beams, not your high beams. Fog lights if you have them. Even in the daylight, it's still something that is absolutely essential because the last thing we need are reports of car crashes from people not seeing other vehicles or getting involved in that business, so be safe. And remember, this fog could last as late as 6 or 7 o'clock this evening. Here's the future track as we go to 2. Scattered showers out there, and they will continue overnight and into tomorrow morning. And a reminder, our temperatures tonight are actually going to start to rise as we head towards sunrise. So we're going to hit lows very early, and that's going to be about that. In fact, our lows are going to be pretty close to whatever our high temperatures ultimately end up today. As we go into the late morning hours and afternoon on Thursday, winds will shift out of the northeast. Skies will begin to clear, and depending on how much clearing we can get done, we might have an opportunity to warm up. If we don't get enough clearing done, kind of get the idea. It won't warm up as much, but we're hoping for the warmer trend for Thursday because by Friday, clouds retreat back to the north and we start to see more showers building into the area. These are going to be scattered to isolated, but we will have showers periodically throughout the day on Friday. And that will continue into Saturday. So again, our highs and our lows are going to be very close, if not the same number in terms of record-keeping purposes, because overnight, these temperatures will start to climb. And we'll have those southwest winds gusting to 25, and we'll continue with the scattered showers. Heading into tomorrow, if we get the clearing, we're looking at upper 50s, low 60s. I'll be honest with you. If we don't get the clearing, we don't get it fast enough, we're looking at highs more so low 50s out there. But again, here's hoping for that. And we'll have those northeast winds gusting to 25. Once we get past that, not bad for Friday or Saturday. A few more showers out there. They'll wrap up Saturday morning. By Sunday, though, temperatures falling below normal. A few more showers Monday, and we're still watching this business Tuesday. So this was a Tuesday-Wednesday thing. Now it's a Monday-Tuesday thing. It's looking as though the greater concerns for more significant wintry accumulations are going to be off to our north and west. But of course, Mother Nature, she does what she wants. So we'll continue to monitor that and keep you updated as we get closer to next week.
All right, Chris, thanks. And stick around. We're making unstuffed, stuffed cheesy pork chops in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. Well, Howard's making unstuffed, stuffed cheesy pork chops in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
When it comes to planning what to make for dinner, many of us are looking for meals that are easy on our wallet, yet don't make us feel like we're counting pennies. If that sounds like you, then you're going to go nuts over these unstuffed stuffed pork chops. To get going, we prepare a box of shortcut stuffing mix according to the package directions, except we add in some sliced fresh mushrooms. Now while that sits, we saute our thick cut boneless pork chops that we seasoned in a bit of oil. Once they're browned, we top each with a scoop of our stuffing and place a slice of Munster cheese over that. Layering them like this is a lot easier than trying to stuff them. At this point, we'll add some white wine, cover it, and let it cook just long enough for the cheese to melt. Serve these up with a green veggie, spoon the pan drippings over them, and you have a feast that looks and tastes like it's fit for a king. And only you'll know how budget-friendly it is. To get the recipe for our unstuffed, stuffed, cheesy pork chops, all you have to do is visit our website. I know you'll be glad you did. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an unstuffed way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
You can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website. That's KOAMnewsnow.com. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
All right, don't forget dense fog advisories for parts of the area through this afternoon. We've got winter weather advisories, Coffee, Anderson County through 3. Showers, fog, a light glaze of ice in our far northern counties. Rain continues overnight. Temperatures climbing overnight. If we get enough clearing, a little warmer tomorrow. More showers Friday, Saturday, colder Sunday, and we're watching next week for the possibility of some wintry weather.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Dowdy up for later on.
Lots coming up at 5. For starters, scientists say cutting methane emissions is key to saving the planet. But what about the big industries that aren't readily able to curb their production of harmful greenhouse gas? Well, a company from across the pond says it has the answer: turn methane into something else. We'll take a look. Plus, we're going to hear from an organization in Webb City about grant money available to help with teacher shortages. And today, hundreds of Kansas pharmacy workers head to the Capitol to speak to state leaders in Topeka about regulating pharmacy benefit managers and protecting local pharmacies. Hope you'll join us for those stories. A lot more, of course. It's coming up today. KOAM News at 5.
All right. Thanks, Dow. Well, that's the news for now. Thank you for joining us on KOAM News at noon. We'll see you right back here at 5. Until then, have a great rest of your day.